Hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to Life is Strange, True Colors. In the last episode, Alex was journeying back through her memories. I think the trauma of everything she's experienced recently, not just physical
just listen
trauma.
To the music. Drown out the anger.
I know, Alex, I know. Yet not just physical trauma, falling down a mine shaft and being shot at, but the emotional trauma. Jed, who was so kind, so patient, she trusted him so much. Not only did she trust him, but Gabe trusted Jed. Gabe trusted Jed so much, and
just listen to the music. Drown out the anger.
He's betrayed the pair of them, and I think that's causing Alex to regress slightly. Now, as Alex keeps telling us,
the volume dial was my best friend on days like this.
Okay, it's just me. But you know that's not how it went down, right?
It was my job to keep the peace. But no matter what I did...
Oh, darling, it's not your job. It wasn't your mother's job either. I get the feeling that the man was like a calming presence. Both Gabe and their father, they have quite strong personalities. And Alex has a strong personality as well, but she is very much like a, hey, I'm the mediator. And I get the feeling that the man was the same way, inclined that isn't your job, it wasn't your man's job. They should be able to control themselves. You should be able to control your own emotion. And I know that is difficult when things get heated, when you are angry, they're kids, they've lost their mom, and from everything we've heard, it seems like the dad kind of isolated himself. You can't do that when you've got kids. You can't isolate yourself from your kids because your kids need you. Your kids need you right now. And you can't... Yes, I know it isn't exactly fair. I have to sacrifice my healing to make sure my kids are okay, but they're your kids. They're children. You make sure they're okay and then you deal with your own shit. That's what a good parent does. And it seems that isn't what their dad was doing. He was focusing on his own grief, isolating himself.
I remember them fighting outside. I just wanted to help.
Why do I get the feeling that in the like, oh, this isn't what happened, like they come inside, they're yelling at each other, but the dad, it seemed like he went off towards the stairs or the kitchen. Why do I get the feeling that this is the last time they saw their dad? We know that their dad ran off. Oof. Also, I haven't heard that song in ages.
This was probably the most expensive thing we owned. It kind of kept me sane. I tried so hard to keep my promise to her.
Here's the thing, that was... I'm not gonna lie, that was a very selfish thing to make a child promise. Oh, your family is gonna need you to be there. You're the strong one. You're the strong one because you have control over your emotions. Therefore, you need to sacrifice your own sanity to make sure that the familial unit stays together. That's not something you should say to, like, what? How old did Gabe say she was? 10? Somewhere around there. It's not the job of the 10-year-old to make sure the family unit stays together. It doesn't matter that the 10-year-old is the strongest person in the family. To me, that says, like, what a shit person is the dad. If the 10-year-old is stronger emotionally than the dad, like, that's not on... That shouldn't be on the 10-year-old shoulders.
Mom and Dad had this TV before they had either of us.
That reminds me of my TV we had when I was little.
Gabe had barely used this backpack in weeks. Nobody could get him to go to school.
I mean, I think it's fair for a child to take some time off from school when if they've lost their man.
Gabe and Dad were so loud when they fought.
If they've lost, you know, their mom, their dad, a sibling, a grandparent, like, I think it's fair to say, hey, you don't have to go to school for a little while.
The killer mistress tabs in this book weren't even close to right.
Junior Headbangers Guitar Academy Intermediate Level. Oh.
Gabe loved Son of Lead back when it was an indie. It was too gory for me.
Hey, but she likes it now. Okay, let's see.
Dad's laundry. I always set it here when it was done so he could find it. At least I managed to hold on to you, Shoo-Shoo.
Shoo-Shoo looking damn near brand new here.
Cleaning Dad's ashtray was not my favorite job in the world.
That! Why is the kid cleaning the ashtray? Like, doing laundry? Like, yeah, I get that. I get that. You know, one child maybe, okay, you have the chore of laundry. Okay, cleaning up the ashtray? I'm like, surely that's whoever is smoking. The child isn't smoking, or at least I hope the child isn't smoking.
Mom's old sewing kit. Don't think I've ever even tasted a butter cookie.
Oh my god! Sorry, my mum does the exact same thing. Whenever, you know, every time I was, you know, when I was little, every time I'd go into the cupboard, there was always this biscuit tin, and I'd always think, ooh, biscuits, and open it, it's a sewing kit. The disappointment. Oh.
It was full of greeting cards. Mom kept every single one we ever got.
Oh, my mum does the same.
Thanks for trying, Lucky Cat. My job was to sort them in order of how close we were to a collections notice.
Again, why is the child in charge of the bills? Why? Kids having chores, like some people react, oh, the child has to do laundry? That's abuse. No, it's not. It's called having chores. Like,
Gabe
expecting...
says I should play my part. I think I have to follow him.
Yeah, I'm looking around. I want to see your life. And, like, a child doing laundry for the family, or sweeping the floors, like vacuuming, things like that. Yeah, that's fine. Sorting bills and cleaning ashtrays, I'm like, that's an adult's job. That's not.
I wanted to be a werewolf that Halloween. Couldn't afford the costume. I can't believe they were ever this happy.
That's a pretty picture. That's pretty. And what do we have? I'm on the lookout.
Gabe used to steal Dad's beer all the time. It was like the one thing they didn't fight about.
Oh, no, no. He's 14? That's what I'm looking for. And we're on the last episode. I haven't missed a single collectible so far. Like, I am not failing. I am not failing now. I am gonna get all of the collectibles.
I didn't even know what CPS was. Just that I was afraid of them.
Oh.
Hey, Gabe. I'm Leslie Halloran. I'm from the Oregon State Child Protective Services. We got a call from someone who said there might have been some kind of fight here last night. Is your dad home?
Oh, gosh. You know what?
we were... Yeah, that was like, rehearsal. And I'm in this play at school, and my dad, like, he was, helping me learn my lines.
Must be some play. But if you need anything, my number is on there. Okay?
Oh.
Gabe did his best to protect us. But he was just a kid.
Here's my thought, my opinion. I don't think a child going into care is always a bad thing. Because there are some familial units where it's like, this kid is being abused. This kid is being abused. And would I say that Gabe and Alex were being abused? No, that's a difficult question. That's a difficult question to answer. I would say they were neglected. Why is a child cleaning an ashtray? Why is the dad not giving a shit that, oh, my 13, 14-year-old son is stealing my beer? Attaboy. Like, again, I'm British. We tend to start drinking young here. Lord knows I was not of age when I started drinking. I wasn't going on benders or out like that, but just like a little, like a can of, like, I think I started on shandy at first. But like little cans of like barely alcoholic drinks. You know, I was much younger than 18. That's the legal drinking age here. Like but if I had been stealing beer, or if I had been stealing
and play my part.
If I had been stealing wine, for example, I know damn well my parents would have been like, Callista, what the fuck? They wouldn't have said what the fuck. My parents don't swear. But, you know, they would have confronted me. They would have said, this isn't okay. This isn't acceptable. Like, there is obvious neglect going on here. Again, it all comes from the part of like, oh, well, they're grieving. They've suffered this major loss and the family is not doing well. So I think it's a rather difficult question to answer with Alex and her situation. But there are some families where it's like, yeah, the kids are not safe. The kids are not safe. And, you know, this idea of like, oh, kids should always stay with their blood family. I don't think that is always right. I don't think that is like, yep, 100% of the time, blood is better than anything else. Like, sometimes the best thing for a child is for them to go into the system. Now, we have a system that doesn't necessarily take care of those kids. There is, you know, abuse and potentially more neglect. In care homes, you might not get a good foster family. They're only fostering kids because, like, hey, I'm getting paid by the state. I don't give a shit about giving these kids a good life. Like, yes, the foster system is flawed, but there are some familial units where it's like, yeah, this is not safe.
Almost empty. Almost always.
There are some families where it's like, yeah, this family needs to get its shit together. They should not have kids. They should not have kids. The kids are in danger. And this...
I need to open the door and play my part.
I know. I could see an argument for, like, temporarily taking away Gabe and Alex just while their dad got back on his feet. Just like saying, hey, we're just going to take them for a few months. Allow you to sort your shit out and everything will be right. If the mam hadn't have died, then they probably wouldn't be in this situation.
2 cups water for 1 cup rice. Set timer for 30 minutes. Do your history homework. Serve.
God, I want a rice cooker. I want a rice cooker.
We never really touched these after Mom died. She was such a good cook.
Oh. Okay, we can't go upstairs. Oh, no, hello. Hello there, water stain.
When wasn't this place falling apart?
And maybe a closet? That's a very thin door if it's for a bedroom. Yeah, let's go.
Where are you going? Are you gonna tell her? Or is that my job?
Keep your voice down.
Fine, I'll do it. Alex, Dad lost his job again. So we're broke. Again.
Don't talk to me that way. Despite what you may believe, you do not know everything. You think what? I laid myself off?
It's okay. We'll figure it out. I
don't know, Dad. But what are we supposed to do now? We gotta eat.
We can sell some records. Or what about my guitar? We can sell that.
Alex, what is it gonna take to get you to stop defending him?
If your mother could see you now.
I don't want to hear about Mom.
Gabe!
I'm so tired of you using her as an excuse to be a piece of shit. Don't fucking touch me, piece of shit!
Dad.
Damn it, Alex.
I'm okay. It's okay. It was an accident.
Alex, I didn't...
Dad, it's okay. Really, I'm not hurt.
I can't do this.
Dad?
Someone will come. That woman from CPS. Someone.
Dad!
I'm sorry.
No. No. Dad!
Oh.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Which orphanage is this? The one in Grant Park? Kinda thought it'd be nicer.
I can't do this, okay? I can't.
You need to.
No.
You need to be honest about what you see.
I was. I have. And now I'm done.
Almost. But not yet. You were 12, I am 16. I steal a car and end up in juvie.
Gabe, come on.
Then you're 13, 14, 15. Orphanages, group homes, musty rooms in the strange houses of foster parents. By the time you're 17, you've seen them all. Somewhere along the line, you start to feel things. Your own emotions don't belong to you. You have nothing. No one. You are alone.
I don't want this.
Alex. Play your part.
Play my part.
Oh, I think what needed to happen, clearly their dad, he was really fucked up. He was really fucked up by his wife's passing. If he was so fucked up to the point where he was like, I physically can't prioritize my kids. That's what you should do. You should, like, okay, I need to make sure my kids are settled, and once the kids, you know, the minors, the children, The literal children in this situation, once they're sorted, then I deal with my own shit. If you are so fucked up to the point where you can't do that, here's what you do. You send them to live with family just for a few months. Just for a few months. And that is not to say, okay, I send them to live with family and I don't know. You send letters, you do telephone calls, you FaceTime, like whatever you have, you know, depending on, like, I see that Alex is trying to send her dad letters, return to sender. Like, what, hello? I see you over there. Like, whatever you have access to, you do that. You maintain contact with your kids. You don't leave them for like 3-4 months and have nothing to do with them. Like, no, you maintain that contact and you get your shit together. And if you don't have family you can send them to, like a family friend, surely you must have friends. Surely you must have some friends somewhere. And I can understand that he was so fucked up, but you can't just ditch your kids. You can't just ditch your kids. They are your responsibility. They didn't ask to be brought into this world. They are your responsibility. Like,
if I want to get out of here, I've got to play my part. I used to write one every day. Stupid.
Why? You clearly missed him.
And I thought he missed me. Hence, stupid. How you holding up, Shu?
Can't believe how long you've had that thing.
That thing was my only friend after you left. Guess I missed a few days.
happiness is a choice you make every day. I did like that line. He said, as you went, you started feeling things. Your emotions weren't your own. I think I've mentioned this before in past series. I don't believe that the protagonists of Life is Strange, so Max and Daniel and Alex, I don't think they were born with their powers. I think, personally, I believe the universe reaches out to people who suffer and says, hey, you're suffering, like, I'm sorry, here are some magical powers. So with Max, it was a, hey, you're about to witness your best friend's death, you're gonna suffer a lot, so have some time travel shit. Daniel, you're about to witness your dad being shot by the police. Have telekinesis. And in Alex's case, you've suffered all of this. Your mom's death, your dad leaving you, growing up in foster care, have these emotion powers. And I do think they are all connected. Max is a photographer. She freezes time. That's what a photograph is. It's a small snapshot. It's a moment frozen in time. Daniel was so small and weak. Therefore, he gets the ability to move anything using his mind. And Alex, as their mum said, oh, you were so strong, you never cried. She was the emotionally mature one of the family. Her mum expected her, even though you're like 10, you're the one that's going to hold the family together because you're the emotionally mature one. I think it's the universe reaching out and saying, hey, have these powers that are kind of inherently related to you.
We weren't allowed to bring glass into the dorms, so we had to drink from this thing.
Like hamsters in a cage.
Except if you give a hamster a glass, they don't toss it at the other hamsters' heads.
Jesus, okay.
Pretty sure it's locked.
Must be after curfew. We're not going anywhere. God, they put me on so many meds.
Okay, so we have, bloody hell, Charlie Alvarez, aripiprazole, 10 milligrams once per day. Rita Arliss, same thing. Sadie Banner, cyclosonidine, 2 times a day, and an inhaler as needed. Sertraline once a day. Alex, the arepas whatever, lithium twice a day. Methyl something twice a day with breakfast and lunch, and risperidone once per day. And then Caitlin Cullen, Spiro something, and estradiol, both twice a day.
Did any of them ever work?
Some of them helped, a little. None of them fixed me.
In their defense, mutant empathy isn't exactly in the DSM.
Yeah.
They used to say this place wasn't a prison.
Well, maybe they were trying to keep you safe?
Guess so. Whatever the reason, the end result was prison bars.
I mean, my argument would be, if it's all about keeping people safe, then surely the bars should be on the outside, preventing people from getting in, rather than being on the inside, preventing people from getting out.
I took a fork in here one time and hid it under my mattress. Just 'cause, fuck you.
Dormitory rules. 1. Residents must adhere to their assigned schedules at all times and are not permitted to loiter in the dormitory outside of designated free time. 2. Glass and silverware are to remain in the canteen. Do not bring these into the dormitory. 3. Non-resident guests are not permitted in the dormitory. 4. Lights out occurs at 9 p.m. every evening. No music, no TV, no screen time after lights out. Failure to adhere to any of these rules will result in disciplinary action.
They should have stenciled the same thing on all of us.
You really feel like you were their property?
We didn't belong to anyone else, did we?
Fancy.
Everyone had one good outfit. We wore them to meet the parents.
Did it help?
Kinda think you already know the answer to that question.
Oof.
I remember the kid who put this here. Sally. Something with an S?
You were friends at first, right?
Way at first. Then I freaked out on her and she was done with me. Just like everyone else.
Now, I would assume it was Sadie. We saw a Sadie on the medicine chart.
Well, there are my strings. Where's my guitar?
Anger.
I don't understand. Why can't I have my guitar?
We've been over this, Alex. Your guitar stays in the rec room. You can play it during free time.
That's bullshit. I don't need it in the fucking rec room. I need it when I'm stuck in the fucking dorms.
Alex, that's enough. Maybe we'll just take away your guitar privileges entirely, if that's what you prefer.
You can't do that!
Oh, that's her property, though. That's her property.
Everyone's feelings were so loud. I just needed something to distract me.
And they gave her meds. Great. Shall we give her the distraction? The guitar? No, take some meds. Take some meds instead. You alright, Gabe? Oh, bloody hellfire, what the Hi? You okay?
She's been through so much. I just don't know if we're prepared for a troubled girl.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was, one of the famous horror movie villains. Oh shit, he's the guy. I don't know any of their names. It's not Freddy Krueger. It's not Jason Voorhees. Is it Jason Voorhees? Is Jason the one who's like running after camp counselors? Not him. Oh, fuck a duck. Is it Halloween? Oh, bastard, that's gonna annoy me. It's the one with oh, I don't remember her name. She was in Knives Out. Jamie Lee Curtis. There we go. I think that the guy, he was wearing like a blue boiler suit and he's got like a really pale face. Like, I thought it was him for a minute. That scared the shit out of me.
It says here she's sensitive. What does that mean?
Oh, all of this rejection. All of this rejection. I've got to be honest, personally, if I ever have kids, I would prefer to adopt. I'm a bit of a genetic fuck up. I do not think I should be passing my genes onto anyone. No one deserves my bullshit. It annoys me when people are like, okay, let's adopt a kid. Oh, well, we don't want that one because that one's defective. And oh, this one has issues. And like, you're treating it like shopping. Like shopping for candy or shopping for a puppy in a pound. Like, that's a person. Every person is fucked up in some way or another. Every person is defective in some regards. Why are you judging her? Like, oh, the rejection, it stings. And this guy still looks like that.
All these people, all their feelings.
Yeah, he still looks like the guy from, I'm pretty sure it's Halloween. I'm gonna double check in between episodes because I am just about out of time for this one. So, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.